main line of Mid-America. This was the title given to the classic Illinois Central Main. While the days of the IC have passed, the Canadian National continues to transport countless amounts of freight throughout its system. In today's video, we'll be viewing some of the CN action throughout Mississippi on the former Illinois Central Main. On June 25th, 2020, we decided to make our first journey to the Yazoo Subdivision. The Yazoo Sub runs from the Mississippi state capital of Jackson to the birthplace of rock and roll, otherwise known as Memphis, Tennessee. We'll begin with a southbound mixed freight with CN 2321 on the point. After passing us at milepost 165, we chased it back towards Yazoo City for some pacing footage. This line was constructed as far back as the 1880s by the Yazoo and Mississippi Valley Railroad. The project began in Jackson and made its way up to Yazoo City, later expanding to Memphis. I believe it was a subsidiary to the Illinois Central as well. Please comment down below if I'm incorrect. Sometime in 1945, the IC would take the reins of operations on their subsidiaries and the Y&MV ceased operations independently. For decades, the Illinois Central would be in charge of the line until it was acquired by the Canadian National. To this day, CN power has been common sight on these rails, but the occasional locomotive still sporting the IC Death Star paint scheme can be spotted traversing its home rails. About an hour following the manifest, a southbound grain train with a solo GE ES44DC came through. Traffic on the line was a little less busy than usual on our debut trip. MOW blocked the main for hours, plus down in Walker, Louisiana, a large derailment blocked the main line for several hours, causing northbound traffic to be held up. On the Highway 49E bridge, we awaited for yet another southbound manifest. Trailing second was KCS 5016. It seems that whatever line we visit, KCS always seems to remind us where we come from. We'd follow it back towards Control Point Delta, where it would take the siding and await Amtrak's City of New Orleans heading north. After the city of New Orleans raced by, the mixed freight eased out of the siding, heading towards Jackson. Unfortunately, the sun would set before our next train, another southbound grain with a solo GE motor on the point. While our trip to Mississippi on the CN wasn't as successful as we hoped, I hope you enjoyed watching our small adventure out here. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like down below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until next time, thanks for watching.